Oi boys, welcome to another video on the channel. We are back with something a little different. Today we'll be putting together our 2022 Mate Tonga team, a prediction of sorts of course. And what sparked this idea was the performance of Tevita Pangai, the man a few nights ago. Crazy, well the first 40 at least, and it had me thinking, it actually had me pumped up, and it had me thinking about the international teams and how good they'd look for the Rugby League World Cup later this season. Now some of these players that I have named for this team will have an asterisk, as I'm fairly certain that some of these boys will be pledging their allegiance to New South Wales, and with that, Australia. But for the moment, let's have fun with it. There's no limitations until we actually see official teams. So yeah, let's run it. Alright, first of all, before we get started, this was a head scratcher. I've chopped and changed this team so many times, and there is plenty of talent that did miss out, especially the veterans from 2017, that magic year, who I tried to fit in as many as possible, but based on current form, it was hard to squeeze them in. We are going to kick things off with the back five. Starting with the fullback, we have Desi New. We'll pretty much go from 1 to 17. On one wing, we have Addo-Carr. Partnering him will be Tevita Pangai. The other centre, we have Moses Suli. And rounding off their back five, we have Daniel Dubois. I will say that a majority of these players will be from the NRL. I'm not quite tapped in when it comes to Super League, but there is plenty of Pacific Island talent in the NRL, so it'll be very NRL dominated, this team. There's a couple of notable mentions that could have easily slid into this back five. Off the top, I'm thinking Jennings, Ikuvalu. A big one is Will Benesini. I was considering chucking him on the wing, but we have a specialist winger in Gato. But yeah, moving on into the halves. There weren't that many options, but who we've thrown in the halves, we have in the 6, Kotoni Stags. And at halfback, I went with Taumalolo, who is one of those mainstays, much like Daniel Dubois. They've been there, done that. Pretty much proven at the international level. I was thinking of that young Dragons half. I actually don't know if he's Samoan or Tongan. Talatawa Mone. He could be mixed. But yeah, I thought both Stags and Lolohea were no-brainers. Now, the most difficult part of making any Pacific Island team prediction, the forward pack. Oh yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the front row, another no-brainer, add in Fonua Blake. At hooker, there were a few options, but we went off Siliva Havili. And to round off that front row, we have Stefano Utoika Manu. What a front row. Man, I don't know what's doing with Manasseh Fainu. We haven't seen that Dipper lad in a while. He's probably still dealing with that off-field incident. Siliva Havili though was a pretty solid option. Moving on to the back row. In the second row, I've gone with Sitili Tuponua and Keon Kolomatangi. Like I said, there are some quality players that will be missing out, but we'll get to that after we name the bench as well. Of course, locking that forward pack, we have the skipper, Jason Taumalolo. Moving on to the bench, this one might be a surprise to some of you, but in the 14 we got Scott Sorensen. Yes, Scott Sorensen from the Penrith Panthers can be a Mr. Fix-It coming off the bench for the Tongans. In the 15 we have Haumole Olakawatu. 16 who I have playing in the middle, Tevita Pangai Jr. And in the 17 I've gone with Gold Coast Titan, Big Mo for Duaika. So there you have it boys, that's my predicted Mate Tonga lineup. Obviously the hardest was the forward pack. We got players like Daniela Paseka, Tatola Ofahengawe, Andrew Fifita, Daukeaho, even Big Ben Murdoch Masila. There's just no shortage of talent when it comes to the forward pack and the Pacific Island nations. But yeah boys, that is my predicted lineup for the Tongan international team. If you'd make any changes, let me know in the comment section down below. Better yet, let me know which international team we should do next. I've also gotten a lot of questions about the next Rugby League Live 5 wishlist video. Boys, it is coming, it's in the works still. I've just been going handies on the main series and IRL stuff, which takes priority over the wishlist videos, because those videos I can slowly work on them bit by bit while I'm doing other things. So trust, the wishlist videos are on the way. Keep dropping your suggestions in the comment section of that wishlist video, because I will be going over what you guys want after I get through my little wishlist. For now, we're going to wrap the video up there. This Tongan team can be downloaded, by the way, on the fan hub. Just search up my username, and for the club type in 2022 Tonga. As always, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more Rugby League related content or more content in general, be sure to run straight that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you Later.
To them make some moves that they earn. Son, you better go change that turn. You got like 10 kids, cuz. And you still talk smack on that phone saying you go aim for us. Boy, that's a bit dangerous when I got God on my side and the 4-4 watch him turn to angel dust. Now they don't want to play with us. No.